45 on the outside. Christopher Bell in the 20 on that inside line as they come to the start zone. Racing at the Roval is underway.
Green flag.
Jeff, you called it. The outside lane for Tyler Reddick, a big advantage. No wheel spin. He's easily clear into turn 1.
Fighting him for the spot.
You can see how tight this racetrack is. It's actually an elevation change. They're actually going downhill right now. Approaching this corner, a heavy left-hander. This is what will put them on NASCAR turn 1, the oval. And it is a very difficult racetrack. You see Ty Gibbs already trying to get underneath Joey Logano.
I believe he's going to have a chance to get easily inside the top 15 on strategy with that and a good car, although this makes you nervous. The 43 goes around right in front of him.
Now we'll see if he gets turned around. He does, so a caution will not come out.
He's running 27th.
Now that is what you're concerned about. I don't think Kyle Larson's going to make a huge mistake driving, but right in front of him, you see the back kind of get light, and then he turns in underneath the 78, and that's a combination, Jeff, I think, of curbing and the 78 all stacked up. His option was to kind of spin himself out or to spin Hammond and the 78 out.
That's a very difficult braking zone, right? So you're turning the car, you're coming off of the NASCAR corner banked, and now you're going to a flat surface. So the car doesn't want to brake well. He got committed. He said, I'm making this pass right here. Got deeper into the chicane, and he just couldn't make it work.
The 45 stays on the racetrack. Surprisingly, the 20 of Christopher Bell comes to pit road. I thought he would stay out for the points, but instead he's going to come to pit road and keep the track position. Marty?
Yeah, Steve, how about this audible by Adam Stevens, who told me this morning, quote, it's irresponsible for us to play for the win today. So giving up these stage points, I'm a little surprised by this. And he told Christopher Bell on the radio, Adam Stevens said, this is going to work out well. It's not our plan originally, but it's going to work out well. 4 fresh Goodyear tires for Christopher Bell, 2 laps to go in stage 1. He'll definitely have the track position, but what do you think about that call, Steve, to walk away from those 9 stage points?
He's not going to walk away from very many. He's going to blend on the racetrack in front of the 99, who Suarez is currently running 6th. So this is, you only lose about 25 seconds pitting at the Roval, where you enter and where you exit the race. You remember, you enter off turn 4, the banking, and you exit over in the infield. You don't run the front stretch chicane, you don't run turn 1. So Bell basically pitted from 2nd and rejoined in 5th. He lost 3 spots, Rick, pitting under green. I mean, think about how spread out the field is. So that is just a great work by the entire 20 team, and Adam Stevens saying, you know what, I'm not going to give up 9 points, Jeff. I'm going to give up 3 points. And I will absolutely give up 3 points to be the first car. So he's going to finish 5th in this stage and have serviced his race car. It's just a really, really, really good call on top of the pit box by Adam Stevens.
You go into the race with a plan, and then as things change, you have to be willing to change with it. And that's a great example. Yep, he came in here thinking he was going to have to stay out to get stage 1 points. The race changed, and he didn't have to. He was able to pit and get stage points. Great call.
And more importantly, he's going to be controlling the race at the start of stage 2 because he was the first one to come. Everybody else that's in front of him is going to come at the end of the stage break. So they come to pit road, and that puts him now in the lead as we have a spin here.
Yeah, I think Mike Rockefeller must have missed the chicane. That's a stop. So we saw Brad Keselowski had to serve a drive-through. This is on the backstretch, but there you saw a penalty served correctly. Missing one of the chicanes, come to a complete stop. On the lap, you miss it. That's very important. That you must self-impose your penalty. If you run that extra lap, then NASCAR will impose the penalty.
Yeah, he just stopped in that area that you explained for his penalty. As they're on the final lap, and again out in front, it's Reddick. He's led every lap, 24 laps completed so far. Coming up on the 25th, and the green and white checkered flag for winning the stage. It will give him a playoff point. It will give him 10 stage points, and that is very important for a driver who came into this race 2 points below the cut line. And so they're playing the points game, and Tyler Reddick, as he comes out of turn 17, sees the green and white checkered flag, and he wins stage 1 here at the Roval. Bell easily clearing it out front, and a little bumping and banging between Chase Elliott and Daniel Suarez. Elliott trying to take 2nd away.
And on the bottom of your screen in the middle, Martin Truex Jr. That is the sight that the playoff drivers were scared about. Look at the traffic in front, traffic to the right side.
Elliott clears Suarez. He's got 2nd now. Denny Hamlin also gaining a spot, trying to get by that 22 of Logano.
24 and the 34, side by side down the back straightaway. Joey Logano also to the 11.
You take that top spot away.
He's got great forward momentum right here. Christopher Bell has a decision to make. Actually, he doesn't. Chase Elliott just powered by him.
Decision was made.
Yeah, I thought Bell could side draft him and slow him down and try to enter this corner next to him, but Chase was having none of it.
You're watching the NASCAR Cup Series Playoffs. Bank of America ROVAL 400 from Charlotte, and the 78 goes around. We saw the 9 of Chase Elliott. He was about ready to come to pit road. Pit road is now going to be closed because the caution has come out, and Chase Elliott crossed the start-finish line with 2 laps to go in the stage.
Well, Chase was coming to pit road, but you saw him dive back onto the racetrack just as we were returning, and that's because pit road closed. We saw that happen to Kevin Harvick a few weeks ago. You know, you can't pit on a closed pit road, and there's going to be an awful break for Chase Elliott. He's going to lose some track position. Let's see what happened to the 78.
Josh Bilicki just coming off of pit road, and just 7-car Corey LaJoie there. I don't know if Josh just didn't expect him to be there. Big contact, car gets into the wall.
Looked like Corey maybe got in a little hot and got into him.
I think he was passing the 78, and now let's see the 9. He's allowed to hit this box, so he's good. He's definitely fine. He actually could drive over that box and return to the track with no penalty.
Let's go watch that again with, see, they're both coming off pit road. They both were coming off pit road at the same time, and I just don't think Josh Bilicki had any idea, and that was an aggressive move by Corey to leave pit road, drive it underneath Josh like that, and Josh just, you don't expect that leaving pit road. I'm not saying Corey did anything wrong.
I like the move. Take him while he's sleeping, right? Try to get ahead of the 78. And the lockup you're seeing, Rick, Jeff, do you think it's because he only has to slow the car so much to make the corner, but then when the 78's coming down, you're pushing the brake pedal even harder to trying to not wreck him?
Yeah, that's right. And we talk about it every single race. Every position matters. Every second matters. Corey just pushing hard on corner exit, and just Bilicki just not expecting him to be there.
And a bad break for Chase Elliott, who really needed to get to pit road. He's going to lose a lot of track position now through this cycle.
And that's because under caution, the stage is going to end. He'll end up winning the stage, but an issue gets him into bad strategy. Full Allmendinger to the inside for the lead.
Just you and him still there.
What does Kyle Busch
Still
do
there,
right
still.
here? Does he concede the spot, or does he take the fight to Allmendinger? A little bit of contact there. Kyle Busch concedes the spot.
Still there, clear.
Important is, you mentioned what the fuel window was.
Whoa.
They've got to get it full as the 34 got sideways, and around goes the 11. Denny Hamlin avoiding.
Remember, McDowell is having a power steering issue. Marty reported that, and I'm sure that had something to do with what we just watched.
Oh, when you get crossed up with no power steering, I mean, I'm not sure there's a driver in the field strong enough. I'm not sure these 3 are done. Hold on, let's see.
McDowell's got a problem. He's got a tire down or something.
Yeah, McDowell
Yeah,
struggling.
problem sure big time.
Left front, maybe? Left rear? Yeah,
Left front's down.
Left front is flat on the 34. So now, right now, I'm coming under green. If I'm
left front
within
tire.
a lap of my window, I'm pitting. In case this tire comes off the wheel and brings out a yellow, and I say that as we see the field coming around, what crew chief will react? What crew chief will think, this is it? Here you go, 16 on pit road. Second place car, come to pit road. Third, fourth, fifth,
Everybody.
sixth. Everybody right now. If this tire comes off, this is the yellow. You have to risk it, even if you're outside your window.
Caution is out, and Denny Hamlin, because the points he earned in stage 1 and stage 2 have guaranteed him a spot in the round of 8, but it looks like his day is definitely not getting any easier.
Hamlin gets in really deep, loses control, makes contact, spins. Here comes the 42 of Rockefeller. Boom, right there in the right rear, and that's what damages the 11 car. See, Denny's out of control. That contact, that's where the damage came from.
That'll bring the caution out. More contact.
Yeah, who is that? Is that McDowell?
Big hit there for McDowell.
Sorry.
Truex's heart rate has got to be high after that last 2 laps.
Please get me out of this mess.
Oh, man. McDowell, I never root for a guy to wreck, but after what he's been trying to do with no power steering, he's probably like, I think we should be done.
Yeah, big damage on the 43 car, obviously damage on the 34.
I got oil pressure. And I got water pressure, so beat the hood down. Let's go.
Oh, no, I take that back. He's ready to go some more. My man McDowell, he is exciting.
So you're saying there's a chance. Now let's go back and see what happened. Oh, 3 wide. That is just not going to work at this racetrack. It's just too narrow. Then he came right down in front of McDowell. McDowell had nowhere to go.
Look how close. McDowell is right behind the 19. I mean, if the 19's one car farther back, that could be the thing. And the same thing right here. We see the 7 get stacked up. It's bumper cars in the back. They get spun around. But look right there, that orange and black car. Look at the room in front of him. He's not going to drive into a wreck. He's the first guy out of the gas.
Here we go, riding along with him. This is what he's watching, and he's like, oh no, oh no, oh no. Go to the inside, throttle up, get out of this
all the way
mess.
right. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming.
It's this racetrack. Every race we see this happen. Watch this, there's the second one he gets through. They're 3 wide right now. He's doing, oh no, this is not a good idea. Get to the bottom, throttle, get mine, get mine.
Left, stay in it, stay in it. Go, go,
Those
go, go,
are
go.
split
You're clear.
second
Caution, caution,
decisions. You have to, think about it. It's not logical to say they're wrecking in front of me, I'm out of stand in the gas.
Cut line at this point.
So some of this might be because he locked up his tires. The other option, we saw Justin Allgaier try to do this yesterday in the Xfinity Series race. His only real hope is a win. So at this point, if you pit right now and put fresh tires on it, you get a caution in the next 2 or 3 laps, you could stay out. I don't think all the leaders would pit. Now, mind you, I said that yesterday, and every single one of them pitted. Oh man, there's
Suarez.
So if this brings out a yellow, there you go.
It does.
Now Ross Chastain will be able to stay out, and if some cars pit, he can advance forward. So we'll have to see how this works.
That's turn 8, and that is where Larson in practice yesterday got up into the wall, but now Suarez with a lot of damage to the rear of this car.
See what happened. Christopher Bell.
Got into the back.
Yeah, gets in there hot, gets into the back of Suarez. Suarez will not be happy with that.
Man, for a car that's advancing, not making enemies, moving into the next round, Christopher Bell might. I'm sure there's more to the story than what meets the eye, but that one looks pretty bad.
Right along with Christopher. He's quite a bit quicker. Racing for 11th position.
Big hit there for Suarez, the back of that car. Marty on pit road now.
Yeah, I'm sure Daniel Suarez is not going to be happy. Christopher Bell asked his spotter Stevie Reeves, did we touch him? And Reeves said, yes, we did. And then after that, silence from Christopher Bell.
Next year.
There's Ty Gibbs challenging the 8. Marty.
Rick, Chris Gale, the crew chief for Ty Gibbs, agrees with Steve. You remember the Bristol race in this playoffs as well? He nearly won that race today, so impressive, running in the top 5 for Ty Gibbs. But he tells him all the time, Gale will tell Ty, listen, it took Chase Elliott 99 races to win a Cup Series race. It doesn't have to happen this year, but that win is around the corner. And by the way, Ty Gibbs just turned 21 this week, Rick.
Yeah, 21 years old and very mature for his age, especially with how good he has been behind the wheel of a race car. Winning the Xfinity Series championship last year, then dealing with the passing of his father that evening. Ty Gibbs won the championship Saturday night, and they woke up to find out that his father had passed away after celebrating with them on that win. Now under 3 laps to go.
At that time, William Byron was a little bit quicker than Allmendinger. Just closed the gap a little bit. Allmendinger cannot just ride around here. He's going to have to push to keep Byron behind him. And when you push here, it's easy to make a mistake. But there's no choice. Williams got enough speed to apply that pressure. Look how close they are. He almost hit that wall.
Down the hill they go. The 19 you mentioned hit the wall. How about the 19 hitting the wall coming out of turn 8?
These last few laps for Martin Truex have been kind of wild, man. If I'm James Ball, I'm like, hey, can we just settle down here? We're in good shape.
Allmendinger now with a half a second lead over William Byron. Into the backstretch chicane again. Byron looking as though he was gaining a little bit of ground there, but Allmendinger pulls away.
He is doing a nice job of forcing AJ to do everything right. It's so easy to not even make a huge mistake. Just catching a curb a little too much gets you offline. Right here in this complex, Byron to his rear bumper. You see, they both use the curbing about equal amounts.
Go get him. 5 more points.
5 more points. Those are playoff points. Those get carried into the round of 8 for the winner.
2 to go. William Byron chasing after Allmendinger. Busch has fallen back. He's 2.5 seconds behind these two. There are 14 road course wins by non-playoff drivers in this field, and 2 of them have come at the hands of AJ Allmendinger. His 2 Cup wins behind the wheel on a road course, and he's trying to be perfect there. He slid it a bit as he came out of turn 8. Will that be the door opening for William Byron as they go down the backstretch?
And that's where it's easy to make a mistake. You got to carry enough speed into these heavy braking zones. They both know it. See Allmendinger's car sliding around a little bit.
Byron within a car length.
Oh, that got Byron some hope. He saw the back of that car moving around. He knows to press in the braking zones. See if he can get AJ offline on entry.
Into the chicane on the front stretch. Byron again within 2 car lengths. And now the white flag in the air. One more time around. This is what Colleague Racing wanted to see AJ Allmendinger do in 2023 with 7 road courses on the schedule. And Allmendinger, as strong as he is on road courses, they wanted to see him be competitive in every single road course.
William Byron's 3 car lengths behind. Going to try to use every braking zone to his advantage, try to carry as much speed as he can, go to the throttle a little quicker than he's been able to, but as he pushes the car, asking for more, the car won't give it to him. You can see the 16 got away from him right there. That was just simply William Byron trying to get more speed.
That is the breathing room that AJ Allmendinger was looking for as they head down the backstretch, Rick, into that chicane. Last time in, William Byron definitely carried more speed in the braking zone. This time, Allmendinger has a little bit of a gap.
Byron knows there are 5 playoff points out there. He's going to be aggressive these final turns, but Allmendinger still with a 5-6 car length advantage now. Allmendinger's last win was at the Indianapolis road course back in 2021. That's 50 starts ago.
You, baby.
And now AJ Allmendinger out of the final turn. He wins at the Charlotte ROVAL.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.